Welcome to SV Union High School and Junior College. Welcome students. In the previous videos we have seen algebra of matrices related to equality of matrices, addition of two matrices and scalar multiplication of two matrices. Now here we will see next algebra, that is multiplication of two matrices. Now to study multiplication of two matrices, you require two matrices. So we have taken matrix A and matrix B. Now there is a condition for multiplication. Multiplication of two matrices is possible, that is multiplication is said to be confirmable if number of columns in A, that is the first matrix columns, is equal to number of rows in B. So what is the condition? In the first matrix A, number of columns should be equal to number of rows of second matrix. If they are equal, then only matrix multiplication is possible. After that, multiplying the two matrices, you get a new matrix whose order will be number of elements of A, number of rows of A into number of columns of B. So C M cross P. So this will be your new matrix. Okay. So what is the condition for two matrices to be multiplication? The condition is that the number of columns of the first matrix should be equal to the number of columns of the second matrix. Then only the two matrices are confirmable for multiplication. And the new matrix what you are getting, the order of that matrix will be number of rows of the first matrix into number of columns of the second matrix. Now how are the elements of this matrix C? After multiplying you get a new matrix. So how are the elements of this matrix C? They are equal to summation of k equal to 1 to n. N means what? The equality. What are the numbers? So k will vary from 1 to n. A I k into B k j. So you have to multiply these elements, the row elements from matrix A and the column elements from matrix B. You have to multiply them and add those elements and you will get the elements of this matrix C. Okay. Now to understand this formula, I have written one example here. We will study this example so that you understand what is the meaning of this formula. So there is matrix A whose order is 3 into 2, 3 by 2. And there is matrix B whose order is 2 by 2. So you can see the column numbers are 2 and here the row numbers are 2. That means what? The two matrices are confirmable for multiplication. Okay. So we will start with this A into B. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, 2, 1, 0. This is A into 1, 2, minus 1, minus 2. Now in this example, n is equal to 2. Okay. So k will vary from 1 to 2. Means k takes only two values, 1 and 2. Then I is the row number and j is the column number. So here you can see there are 3 rows, 1, 2, 3. So I will vary from 1 to 3 and j will vary from 1 and 2. Only two columns are there. So j will vary from 1 and 2. Now how you have to go is, you have to go row wise in the first matrix and column wise in the second matrix. See, what you have to do? Minus 1 into this element. It is minus 1. Then go to next element, minus 2 into minus 1 is plus 2. So this becomes your first element. First row, first column gives you the A1 element. Then first row, second column. Minus 1 into 2 is minus 2. And minus 2 into minus 2 is plus 4. So this row, this column wise I have gone. So what I have done, first row, first column and addition of those elements gives me first element A11. First row, second column multiplication gives me A12 element. So first row multiplication with first column here and first row multiplication with second column is over. Then we have to move towards the second row. Second row, minus 3 into 1 is minus 3. 2 into minus 1 is minus 2. So second row, first column. So A2, 1 element you get here. The second row, first column is over. Then second row, second column. Minus 3 into 2 is minus 6. And 2 into minus 2 is minus 4. So second row with first column and second row with second column is over. So here second row multiplication with these elements is over. Now we will move to the third row. Third row, first column. 1 into 1 is 1. 0 into this is 0. So plus 0. So third row with first column gives me 3, 1 element. The third row with second column. 1 into 2 is 2 plus 0. So third row with first column over 3, 1 and third row with second column 3, 2 element. So you see here you get this matrix as minus 2 plus this is 1, minus 2 plus 4 is 2, minus 3 minus 2 is minus 5, then minus 6 minus 4 is minus 10, 1 and 2. What is order of this matrix? 3 into 2. So you can see this is 3 rows and this is 2 rows. So you get a new matrix whose order is number of rows of first matrix into number of columns of the second matrix. So have you all understood this formula? What you have to do? You have to take the first row. You have to go row wise in the first matrix and the column wise in the second matrix. So when you go this row wise, take first row, first column, A11 element. This is your A11 element because first row, first column. Then first row, second column, addition of the numbers gives you which element? A12. This is A12 because first row, second column. Then next second row, first column means which element? A21. Second row, first column. Then second row, second column means A22 element. Then you move to third row. Third row, first column gives you 3, 1 and third row, second column gives you A32. So take one row, multiply with all the columns, you will get the first row element. Take the second row, multiply with the columns, you will get the second row. Take the third row, multiply with the number of columns, you will get the third row. So this is the way how you multiply two matrices. So please remember the condition for two matrices to multiply. The number of columns in the first matrix should always be equal to the number of rows of the second matrix. Now after definition of multiplication of two matrices, we will see some properties of matrix multiplication. Okay. So properties. That first property what we are going to study is matrix multiplication is need not be commutative. Matrix multiplication need not be commutative. That is A into B not equal to B into A. So always A into B is not equal to B into A. In some conditions you may get also, but always A into B is not equal to B into A. Now why this? I will take one example and explain you. Now suppose I have a matrix A of order 3 by 2 and matrix B of order 2 by 2. So you can see for A into B, number of columns is equal to number of rows. So A into B is possible. Matrix multiplication is confirmable. But when you talk about B into A, what are the number of columns in B? 2. What are the number of rows in A? 3. So when you talk it opposite way, B into A, this number should be equal to this number, but which is not equal. So B into A is not possible. Why? Because the number of columns of B are not equal to number of rows of A. So B into A is not possible only. So this matrix multiplication need not be commutative. Okay. So this condition A into B is not equal to B into A. The next is associative. Matrix multiplication is associative. that is A into B into C you do, or A into B into C, you are going to get the same answer, because the sequence is same, the sequence is not changing. First here you will multiply B into C, then A into B into C. Here you will multiply A into B, and then the new matrix what you get you will multiply with C. So since the sequence is not changing, A, B, C, they remain in the same sequence. So matrix multiplication is associative. Okay. Next property, if I is identity matrix. You know what is identity matrix? Identity matrix means what? The diagonal elements are 1 and non-diagonal elements are 0. Then if I is identity matrix, then A into I is equal to I into A, it is equal to A. So when you multiply any matrix by your identity matrix, you are going to get a same matrix A. Okay, this is your third property. Clear with this property third? Identity matrix means a matrix whose diagonal elements are 1 and non-diagonal elements are 0. Okay, now for any matrix A, there exists a matrix 0 such that A into 0 is equal to 0 into A is equal to 0. This is your fourth property. So what it tells you, there is a matrix 0 matrix. If you multiply any matrix by a 0 matrix, you know you are going to get a value as 0. Then matrix multiplication is distributive over addition. Means what? See, A into B plus C. This is equal to A into B plus A into C. This is left distribution. So matrix multiplication is distributive over addition. This is B plus C. So you can distribute multiplication over addition. Or what is right distribution? A plus B into C will be A into C plus B into C. This is right distribution. Okay. Do not change the sequence in right. It will be A into C plus B into C. So A into B plus A into C, or A plus B if you have A into C plus B into C. Yes. Now next is A into B can be equal to 0 even if A not equal to 0 or B not equal to 0. So even if your matrix A is not equal to 0 and your matrix B is not equal to 0, still the product of two matrices can be equal to 0. Now here I can take one example. Matrix A I can take as 1, 2, 0, 0, and matrix B I can take as 0, 0, minus 1, 1. So you can see these are two matrices, and if you multiply these two matrices, you will get a 0 matrix. So we will multiply these two matrices, A into B. Matrix multiplication is possible because order is 2 by 2. So if you multiply this 1, 0, 2, 0 into 0, 0, minus 1, 1. See, first row, first column. 1 into 0 is 0, 0 into this is 0, so plus 0. First row, second column. 1 into 0 is 0, 0 into 1 is 0. Then go to second row. Second row, first column. 2 into 0 is 0, plus 0 into this is 0. Then second row, second column, 0 and 0. So answer is 0, 0, 0, 0. So here you can see you get a 0 matrix. So even if A and B are not 0, still you are getting the product as 0. Okay, so this is also possible in matrix multiplication. And the last property is a raised to n is equal to a into a into a till n times. So you can, if you have a positive power of n, you can multiply the matrix as many number of times. So clear with the properties, matrix multiplication is not commutative, it is associative. A into identity matrix gives you the original matrix A, then A into 0 matrix gives you 0, then matrix multiplication is distributive over addition, then A into B can be equal to 0 even if A and B are not 0.